What's going on, YouTube? It's John, and my headset just fell out because I'm wearing this squid hat. Okay, so this is going to be some random rants today. Wanted to talk about the Nintendo NX first. So, Macrochronics International had an online investors conference today, and they stated that they were going to supply memory products to Nintendo for the Nintendo NX and said that they had certain expectations, meaning they wanted it to be out this year. Okay, so with that said, I'm super stoked. I am super excited for the NX. I hope it is the portable and the home console, because that's just where I see it should be by now. Like it should just all be one. And if that's what they're doing, Nintendo's on the right track, and I think they're going to do pretty damn good, as long as the system is more powerful than the Xbox One and the PS4 for a reasonable price. Because a lot of people already bought those consoles. They don't have the money to fork over for a new console, you know? Like, I'm gonna have to struggle to get it. I definitely want to get it right away, but I'm gonna have to plan it out because I just don't have $300, $400, $500 to get, the new console. There's also rumors that Super Smash Bros. Is gonna be a launch title. So Nintendo, show some love. You want to sell these consoles? Bundle them together, and you will sell so many consoles. You know how many people I know bought a Wii U just for Super Smash Bros. You would make a killing in sales. You would please the customer, and it would be amazing because we would all be playing Smash Bros. Together. Just make it a reasonable price. So EA announced that they were not going to be at E3 this year. They are having their own event called EA Play, and it's going to be held at Club Nokia. So basically they're using all that extra money they made off of the Star Wars Battlefront season pass. So, because, we basically bought like 2 games and it's only one. And yes, I bought it, but in my defense, it was with Christmas gift cards. In celebration of the Lunar New Year, they got some artists from China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan to make some custom Xboxes. And these things are beautiful. I wish I could get one. They're not going to obviously be sold in like retail stores because they only put out like one a month. So it's probably going to be super expensive. And I'll probably never get one. Unless like maybe in like 20 years I'll find one at like a thrift store or something. Like that would be pretty sweet. But the chances of that happening probably won't work out. Why do you do that to us, Microsoft? Why? You mess up our hair. But just look at this thing, like that yellow controller, that green little Xbox holder. I would buy that controller alone if it was in stores. Speaking of controllers, so I use this wired controller, which I have a review on. I will put the link in the description. Check it out. And I use the controller that it came with, the Microsoft controller. So this might be something you already know and think, well, yeah, no crap. Or this might be something like you were like me and just didn't think about it until it came up. So basically, I was streaming, I was using this controller, this headset, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to use a wireless controller for a minute. So I used the wireless controller, and I checked the stream to make sure everything was hooked up, make sure you could hear me, and it sounded like crap. And I was wondering, why the hell does this sound so bad? And then I was like sitting down, I was like, well, I'm going to plug in the Afterglow controller, use that, because I was streaming Advanced Warfare, and this thing makes me so much better. And I checked it, plugged it in, everything, and the stream sounded amazing. And I realized this controller, obviously wired, plugged into the system, has just a stronger connection in general, and this thing sounds like, I'm not even kidding, like 500 times better than this thing. So if you do streaming or if you just talk to people, this thing will boost the microphone and the headset by 1,000,000%. Like, no joke. Use a wired headset if possible for you, if your TV is close enough to your couch or your bed or whatever you plan. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for today. This was Random Rants. It's going to be a continuing series. I have some other series in the works and some I already started in about 10. I'm still trying to get all the schedules figured out on all this for the Twitch, the Twitch streaming, the video series. I'm trying to figure out what game to do next for in about 10. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment. As always, like the video, subscribe, join the family, and I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.